This is FIU Panther Talk. Game week this time around brings the Panthers to North Carolina. It's FIU in Charlotte this Saturday afternoon as the Blue and Gold looks to make it back-to-back road wins after taking down New Mexico State a few weeks ago. Always great to have you with us on FIU Panther Talk. That's head coach Mike McIntyre, and I'm AJ Ricketts. Coach, a respectable performance this past week against UTSA, building blocks week after week. You can see progress in different facets. I think one adjustment we saw in terms of a statistical improvement this week was the run defense from 290 yards to just 130 for UTSA. What was your evaluation of this past week? I think the defensive effort in that early part of the game really gave a lot of folks hope around the first half and into the third quarter of what you could do in that game.
Right. The kids played hard. We as coaches got to keep doing a better job with them, keep getting them in the right spot, keep coaching it up. They're starting to understand stuff a lot better where, at first it was kind of like it was just the little bitty things that they had to learn all that. And then now they understand the big picture. They understand where their help is. So when we're talking to them, they understand what happened to them and how we can fix it. So that's why we're starting to see them perform better and do things better. And the understanding is getting better. It was really disappointing. We were able to move the ball and then weren't able to get the ball in the end zone. We'll get better at that. So we're moving the ball better. They're a good defense. They've there at UTSA and then defensively we gave up a few passes that kind of got our eyes in the backfield, and we've got to do a better job as coaches making sure they got their eyes in the right spot. That's one of the things play action does, the deception, right?
Right.
And so those were some things that we can correct and get better in it. And if we corrected a couple of those things or done them a little bit better in the game, there was a chance for us to do really well.
Yeah, early on, it seems like the team was really adhering to the game plan. I know you said, hey, even if we don't score in the early going, just to have some offensive success, drive the football a little bit. And the first drive nearly took up half the first quarter, nearly ended up in points. And then defensively, the first three drives for UTSA, punt, fumble, and a field goal. So it's three drives for a high-scoring offense that only ended up in 3 points. That second quarter, it seemed like the team adhered to the game plan pretty well.
Right. They're playing hard. Our kids are getting better. I see it. They see it. It's starting to show up more and more. But we've got to keep pushing and keep going. And that was what was frustrating to me about the game and to our kids too. Is now they can see this play here or there. There really is. It's a difference. It's a big difference going in at halftime and a closer game and possibility for us to win it. And that's what we wanted to do, and it's what we were trying to do the whole time.
Right.
And I told our guys I believe they could and we would. And we came up short, but their fight and their understanding is getting better.
One of the building blocks we're seeing defensively, sophomore linebacker Gathan Bernadelle. He had 15 tackles on Friday, just flying all over the field. 15 tackles, that's a third of all the tackles he had last season, all the games combined. So he had 15. All right, next to him, Donovan Manuel had 8, so 23 between the two of them. And Gathan's a sophomore. Donovan has some more eligibility after this year. How encouraging is it to have those two in the middle continuing to get better week after week?
Well, it's really important, and you want your two inside backers to be the leading tacklers.
Yeah.
They should be, and they're doing a good job, and the front's doing a good job of occupying the line and taking up the correct gaps. And we were better at our gap fits than we were the week before. And so we've kind of had games drifting on that. Now they're starting to understand it better and better. And we're really a young team. As a matter of fact, we only have 2 seniors on this football team that have 0 eligibility left after this season's over.
Yeah.
But now that we're into the season, we're not as young anymore. That's what I keep telling them. You're not young anymore.
Yeah.
You've got 6 games under your belt. We should be start playing better, which we're showing sparks of that. Now we need to put it all together and finish some of these better.
Kejon Owens, running back, got in towards the end of the game there, and he ended up with 52 yards on 10 carries, and really his first extended action as an FIU Panther. And in 2020, he didn't play, redshirted that year, played in just 1 game last year. Owens, very talented player out of Miami Central in 2020, 3-star recruit who had some Power 5 offers. What impressed you about his play in practice and then in the game?
Yeah, KJ just keeps getting better and better. And like I said, he's a young man that I think is very talented. And just kind of understanding college and football and everything. He just keeps maturing, and it's really exciting to see. And he's been practicing really well the last couple weeks, and we felt like it was time to give him a shot at it, and he took advantage of it. And I really like KJ. I think he's going to have a good future here.
Yeah, never a bad thing if that running back rotation could go 3 deep if you need it.
And running backs get nicked up, you know. That happens, and so you need the guys to do it, and I definitely believe KJ can and will be a good running back here.
By the way, the student turnout, before we start moving forward a little, the student turnout eclipsed for the first 2 games, eclipsed anything since 2011. And the first 2 games had more than all of last season combined. Some pretty awesome stuff from the FIU student body coming from the Tamiami tailgate right into FIU Stadium. I know you guys appreciate that as well. I think I got 4,000 at the first game. It was pretty awesome to see. This is when this is all getting started here too. Yeah,
we're so excited about the student body being involved, and everybody on campus that's involved with that, from the president on down, has been phenomenal. And so we're excited about the future, and just keep pushing and keep working.
And the field looked awesome too.
Yeah, it did.
Let's just keep it like that. All right, let's preview Charlotte, the 49ers, 1-6 heading into this game on the season. That lone win coming against Georgia State, 40-41. But a pair of those losses came against Power 5 teams. In the last 2 games, Charlotte has been competitive. 41-35 loss to UTEP. Last weekend, 34-20 on the road at UAB, of course, very talented team. Their quarterback, Chris Reynolds, probably heard that name before. He's been there a long time. He had 6 starts back in 2018. He's been their guy since. Plenty of all-conference honors to his name. Coach, what have you seen on tape of Charlotte? Despite the record, they have plenty of talent across the board.
Yeah, Chris Reynolds is a heck of a player. I was kind of laughing. Our whole secondary was in elementary school, I think, his freshman year or junior high. They were junior high.
Yeah.
They really were in junior high. And that's just a joke there. But a lot of our guys, some of our kids were in junior high when he was playing his freshman year, I think.
8th grade, right?
Yeah.
So 6th year, 5th or 6th year college football.
6th year. So, but he's a really good player, does a lot of really good things. The thing that you when you watch it is how he stays alive in the pocket and then makes those big throws. He doesn't really he's a good runner, but it's not escape the pocket and run. He's escape the pocket and stay alive and distributes the ball and does a really good job at it.
So yeah, a big game. You foresee for the defensive backs to stay disciplined.
Oh yeah, they have some really good athletic tight ends, some really good athletic wide receivers, but they're talented in that area. There's no doubt about it.
Coach, how do you manage game week preparations coming off the Friday game? Is it an extra day of rest? Is it a little bit more time in the film room? Do you have to spend any time watching college football on a Saturday when we're not playing? How do you manage it? What's going on?
We were working Saturday. We gave the players off Saturday and Sunday because we had gone completely since we just kept going. When we played the Friday night, we had to practice again Sunday and go. So we gave them Saturday and Sunday off, which is really good. We feel really recovered and came back and had an excellent practice Monday and Tuesday, and so they're going. But the staff, we worked Saturday and then we worked again Sunday afternoon, and they had off Saturday evening and Sunday morning and everything, and then feel like we were prepared for Charlotte and working hard on them, and we're able to have a lot of stuff prepared for Monday for them, more than usual.
Sure. All right, last thing here. Emphasis this week, what's important? Hey, last trip on the road, pretty successful, a lot of fun. How do we replicate that this weekend?
Well, we just got to go in there focused, and the kids got to prepare during the week to be ready to go. And Charlotte's going to present a lot of problems to us in their passing game, so we've got to be sharp there, and we've got to be able to rush the passer and play good coverage. And then offensively, our goal is we've been gaining yards, and our goal is to get the ball in the end zone more, and that's what we need to do.
And I'm looking forward to as well some fall football weather.
Right. Yeah.
Might get a brief taste of it. This
it's going to be high 60s, low 70s game time.
Got to bring the jackets for
so
what we're used to.
Exactly right.
We're looking forward to that for sure. It's going to be this Saturday, 3:30 p.m. kickoff on ESPN3, and of course, Univision 11:40 a.m. if you're driving around town during the game. All right, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Appreciate you, sir. Very good. Thanks for tuning in to FIU Panther Talk. We'll see you this weekend up at Charlotte. Coach Mack, I'm AJ Ricketts. Balls up.